So this is from Naveed. He says, "Hey Damo, outside of asking friends to come and playing constantly, what have you had the most success with for building up fan bases, numbers at gigs?"
Okay, yeah. So
It's also put, "Let's talk fighters
Yeah,
and how they start promos."
So, yeah.
Fighters, yeah.
Good. Okay, so we were chatting about. I was chatting about this with Mark the other day in the office. We were talking about UFC fighters and boxers. And how they start a fight, how they promote a fight, like straight off. So what happens is, if anyone watches boxers or fighters, as soon as they've had a fight, as soon as they've won, at that moment, they want to start promoting the next fight. Because that's what it's all about. Because it's all about getting people to gigs.
Yeah.
It's all about getting people to the show, to watch the pay-per-view, to do all those things. Like, fighters and boxers are like the ultimate in promoting people to actually get people into your show. And I think there's a lot to learn about from the fighting industry. Whether you like boxing, whether you think it's barbaric, it doesn't matter. I'm not talking about actually watching boxing, but I'm talking about the methods that they use in order to get people interested in their show. They've got a bunch of tried and tested techniques, and you'll notice if you do watch stuff like the UFC, you'll notice that some of the champions who just keep winning, they don't get paid anywhere near as much as some of the people who lose sometimes. And it's not because it's about winning or losing, it's about how many people they can get to their gig, how many people they can get to turn on the TV and watch their show. And there's some parallels that we should be able to pick up from the fight game and put it in the music game. And it's how soon they start promoting their fight, how intense that they promote their fight, and once they finish that fight, literally the Joe Rogan or whoever else will walk up to them and go, "Oh my God, it's amazing! You just smashed the guy in the face and he fell over. It's amazing. How do you feel?" Puts the mic in their face. Instantly, they're just like, "Next fight," because I've got to get the next fight because that's where the next payday comes. And they're like, I want you. And it's like, oh, there's beef. Straight away there's some beef. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm interested. Because again, going back to the last point, when it comes to what we do, if I don't care about something I do, why would you care about it? Like, if I don't give a shit, you're not going to give a shit. So, but when I care, then I think other people are going to care. And it's the same thing. If in the fight game, if someone says, who do you want to fight next? And they go, oh, whatever. Just put someone in front of me and I'll knock them down, which a lot of fighters do. Then you go, oh, okay, yeah, he'll fight anybody. Brilliant. But there's no beef. You're not there going like, oh my God, can you imagine? And when someone goes, no man, Conor McGregor, I'm coming for you. You're like, ooh, there's beef. And so there's just this amazing parallels that boxers and fighters are really able to build excitement. And musicians don't. They just go, nah, if you want to come to the show, come to the show. If you don't. The amount of, for some reason it's really prevalent on Snapchat, but the amount of Snapchats that I get through saying, if you're not doing anything tonight, come to my gig. Like, how lazy. If you're not doing anything tonight, as in I actually forgot to tell you or couldn't be bothered to tell you up until 12 hours before I'm about to go on stage. But if you happen to just not be doing anything at all and can't be arsed with your life, come and see me play. Like, it doesn't make me go, I can't wait, I'm going to come down, we're going to smash it. It's just, as soon as it pops up, I'm like, I'm really sorry, but you haven't excited me into wanting to come in your show. I want someone to excite me.
It's like the psychology of it, isn't
it? Absolutely. I want someone to be like, if you miss this show, you are going to be sorry. And I'll tell you why, because at this show, everyone's going to be there. These people are going to be there, and that's social proofing, and that's social currency and social standing. That is social currency and social standing. If all my mates are going to be there and I'm not going to be there, who's the loser? I'm the loser. And so a fear of missing out, so in order to actually get people to your gig, you've got to create, again, going back to momentum, you've got to create this buzz. You've got to make excitement. And it can't just be, we've got a gig. It's a statement that just isn't enough. We've got a gig. Well, for most people in the world who are between the age of 18 and 23, we'll get one of them a week because all our mates are in some kind of band or in some kind of project or some kind of DJ or some going on some kind of event or some kind of night out or some kind of birthday. So if it's going to be your thing that I come to, how are you going to build the excitement? And I think people should be looking at the fighters and how they promote the UFC and boxing and how they actually start making it exciting, because what they're doing is they're telling a story. I'm creating something, for example, in the fight game, I'm creating the beef. I'm also telling people what's going to happen. When I get in there, I'm going to pound you. I'm going to pick you up, throw you down, smash you in the face. It's going to hurt. It's going to be pain. And you're like, oh, I want to see that. We're creating the vision of the event. When you come to my gig, you know, we've got this new track. It just kicks the shit out of anything we've ever done.
Yeah.
The riff on it is huge. Like, you've got to hear it. I want you to hear it, but I'm not going to play it to you until the gig, because that's when we're going to play the new song, and I'm so excited, and you've got to calm down. That's brilliant. I don't hear that.
At that pitch.
Yeah. I don't hear that. What I hear is bands going, "Can I come to a gig?" And I'm like, not now. Because if you're not interested, why am I going to be interested? So how are you going to promote it? Well, effort, energy, excitement. And so when it comes to this question, which is, how have you had the most success? Well, the most success is actually just hard work and actually putting a few things into a gig, into an event that's exciting. So here's something. Here's a scoop.
Okay.
Here's a scoop that nobody knows. So anyone who's got to this part of the Ask Damo show is going to find a scoop. I am going to put on a gig, a regular gig slot. You know, you have like BBC introducing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do a Damo introducing or a DK introducing. And it's going to be, we're going to get a venue in Brighton, and I'm going to put on 4 bands from around the country. So this is not a localized thing. However, there will be local bands, because obviously there's going to be part of the local community. But this is about building a community. So if I'm going to take a band from Manchester who get to come and play, if I take a band from Norwich who come and play, and a band from Bristol and a band from Brighton, for example, 4 bands. Everybody who is actually watching this bit now is going, I want to do that. A gig in Brighton where I don't want to make any money, don't care about that. Whatever money we make, we'll just give to the bands, because this is not about that. So the bands can hopefully be able to pay for their trip down. Then it comes to, how am I going to get people there? Well, check this out. It's about community. So if the bands want to play, they have to get involved in the community, because that's what this is. So therefore, they have to help promote the gig even when they're not on the gig. I want bands to actually come to this show so that they can show support and we can actually chat about stuff, and they can be a part of it in order for them to play the next one or the one after it. You look after me, I look after you, going back to the deals. Then I'm like, what else can we do? Okay, I tell you what. We'll have all our guys who film stuff. Everyone's going to be there, and we're going to film the entire show, and we're going to edit up so the band will actually get a really amazing live gig video for themselves for free. They can have it. Why not? Fuck it. We're just going to do that. Brilliant. What else are we going to do? In between the band setups, I might even I'll do a bit of just a couple of bits of talk and a few ideas for bands to actually get onto. We'll do loads of social media. We might even have a little projector screen with a Twitter handle, so you can actually feature your band on it in front of the whole audience. All of a sudden, creativity and thinking of ways that we can actually look after our audience, and all of a sudden I know people are watching going, oh my God, that sounds cool. I want to do that. I want to be a part of it. So if I can do that, if I can put on a gig and I can excite people and I'm not even playing, imagine what you can do when you're actually playing. All the exciting things that you can do, and how you can talk about it like this, where you're excited about it. Because I have to say, I'm really excited about it. Because I get to actually hang around with bands, watch them play, help bands, get bands from different parts of the UK, create a community. They can help build this community. The whole thing to me just works as something which is very exciting. The way I'm even talking about it is I'm excited about it. If you're not excited about it, no one else is going to be.
Yeah, so I think installing that kind of faith in your audience is
absolutely
going to be good.